Well, Louisville is a river city, and it's surprising to me how many people have never been on the river, never connected to the river. You know, for many years, the Ohio River was really considered an industrial river. People are afraid of it, but with the proper training, with the proper equipment and the proper caution, it's very safe to be on the river. This is not a huge whitewater river, but you get those gentle turns, and it's so peaceful for me, those gentle turns.
I'm out here on the water. I came from Riverside, Illinois. My sister and her husband live in Vivi, and they told me about this, and know I love being on the water and love the peace of the water. Very peaceful out here.
People want to do something a little bit different, a little less mainstream, a little less commercial. The rivers ranks way high in that experiential category because it's something that most people don't do, and very few people do it without a motor.
This is the inaugural paddle of the 274-mile long Ohio River Recreational Trail. We have a group that started in Portsmouth, Ohio on Saturday and paddled down to Cincinnati. And then we picked up two more groups, and they're paddling from Cincinnati to Louisville.
What's exciting about it is we're making it easier for more people to safely experience the Ohio, whether they're paddling in it, using a power boat to go on it, hiking along the shoreline, or cycling along the shoreline, so that people can take what amounts to a multiple-day adventure trips in their own backyard without having to go to Colorado or the Alps. They can do something that is pretty adventuresome right in their own backyard here on the Ohio.
I've been working with Dr. David Wicks here for a long time on trying to increase our use of the Ohio River and Beargrass Creek for recreational and economic and environmental opportunities, and this is sort of a real big attempt to raise awareness.
Their idea of having a recreational trail on, our historic transportation corridor is brilliant. It's safe, it's open, it's wonderful. Just has a lot of value, a lot of merit to it.
Okay, let's catch up. We want to hit point right over there, okay? We are with a group of kindred spirits who believe in water quality and in recreation in our backyard. Our idea is that we can develop the infrastructure along the Ohio River to better accommodate recreation and personal exploration.
I think that the more people have an intimate personal experience with the river, connects people to this important resource, helps them understand its value, but also, I think, increases people's need for them to be good stewards of the river.
I've been fortunate to spend my career working on the Ohio River in environmental science and water quality research and studies. Doing things like this now that I'm retired, it's a pleasure. I get to stay working with the river that I spent so much time on, support people and as the safety officer, so I can provide them with information that's going to help them have a safe adventure.
There's a lot of racing around the sport, but I think the bigger draw is just the beauty of being outside and the enjoyment of being on the water.
The purpose of the trip really is to interact with the elected officials in each one of these river towns to share our enthusiasm about recreation in this corridor.
I think the importance of culture generally is that it allows people to realize that they share more in common than they think they do. Louisville is a river town and Cincinnati is a river town, but so are these 27 other small river towns in between the two. Even though our sizes are a little bit different, we really have the same kind of problems and the same kind of opportunities. And by understanding that the river is what connects us all as a thread, we can build off that culture and work together to really try to improve life for everybody within the region.
For those of us that know the river, that have paddled on the river, what we're trying to do is give people the opportunity, the materials, the information to have an adventure on the Ohio River. To that end, we've developed something called the Ohio River Digital Guide. It will be online. It is going to be free. It'll be operational later this summer, OhioRiverRecreationalTrail.com. It will have all of the things that a person would need to have an adventure on the Ohio River. So we're trying to make this all inclusive for anybody who has an interest in going up or down the Ohio River.
I'm a big fan of a sense of place, that you can't really understand your history, you can't understand your community without understanding the relationship between the river and the land. If you want to get a good feeling of where we live and why we live there, it's that connection to the river.
I happen to be 70. My muscles are nice and sore, but I feel really alive. I think that if I can be out here doing this, everybody can be out here doing this.
I think for different people, it's it means something different. Some would see it as a great touch on history. Other people might be a little more recreational oriented. Other people might be more social oriented, camaraderie and adventure together. But I think all in all, it's a good combination of wonderful things.